My name is Saikiran. I've been doing stand-up comedy since more than 10 years. It's been a long, interesting journey, but life changed completely in 2019 when I released the video Dark Skin and Getting Married. And that video went viral, man. It completely changed my life, made my life, ruined my life, did everything. It's like the most viral English stand-up comedy ever made in India. It's super viral. It has over 20 million views on YouTube India. 20 million views on YouTube India. Thank you. But that video virality has given me a lot of nice things in life because wherever I go now, people constantly recognize me in flights, hotels, airports. And when they look at me and in their eyes, I can see the recognition. Okay, they have recognized me, but they sometimes hesitate to come near me because they're trying to remember where did we see. Like, looks familiar, but did we see him in comedy video or Crime Patrol? The face is familiar, we are unable to place it. Some people do recognize, but they don't come near me, but later they message me. Hey, I saw you in the airport, but I not want to come and disturb you. Because these are the kind of people who want to see me, but don't want to be seen with me. Maintain your distance and all. But but some people do recognize me from the videos, they recognize me from the video, but they don't remember my name. So they just come and ask me, you are that guy, right? That guy who can't get complete the sentence, sir. The guy who can't get married. Don't give me new doubts in life. But of all, I as an artist who's been struggling for the last 10 years, now if I get some recognition, I feel validated. I feel happy when some people come and recognize me. But for all the varieties of recognition I get, my favorite kind of recognition is when I'm on a flight and the air hostess recognizes me. Yeah. That hits at a different level. When they bring you a tray of special snacks and this nice note. But like I enjoy all this. But and I only started flying in the last few years after this comedy and all happened. And I get excited flying even now. And every possible opportunity, I take a flight. Even for short distances, I take a flight because I discovered in the shorter distance flights, there's usually some celebrity on the flight. Some politician, some movie star. So I fly from Mumbai to Pune, Hyderabad to Vijayawada. There's no opportunity, but I'll even fly from Bengaluru to Mysore. Last time I was flying on a short flight like that, and unfortunately that day there was no celebrity on the flight. I felt a little disappointed and got down from the flight. We took the bus towards the terminal, and one guy was on phone. He was talking to some of his friends. Hey, in this flight, that guy who can't get married is there. I was the celebrity of that flight. I felt sad for that flight. But it's joyful, man. It's always interesting. And whenever people come and talk to me in these public places and appreciate my content or my work, I say thank you so much, nod my head, and I leave. I never extend the conversation. And everybody thinks I do that because either I'm rude or shy. It's neither. It's because I'm scared. Because I know if I extend the conversation, what question they will have for me. Everybody has only one question for me, which is, did you get married? Everybody wants to know the answer for that. You all came to the show only for that answer, right? If I answer it right now, you'll leave. Okay, we got our 499 worth. Everybody wants to know the answer to that question only. Did Saikiran finally get married? So much so, if you type my name in Google, Saikiran, auto-suggest doesn't show you Saikiran shows, Saikiran videos, no. First auto-suggest is Saikiran married ? Second auto-suggest is Saikiran dead ? Because people thought one of two things happened to me after that video, that super viral video. Either I got married and left comedy, or jumped from a building and left the world. Because many people did not understand what I released was a stand-up comedy video. Because my comedy is very unique in the country. I perform completely in English. And I do clean comedy with a deadpan expression. Which is, I don't laugh after my own joke. I expect the audience to be smart enough to figure out where is the joke. But the thing is, many people don't, like they look at me as if I'm giving a lecture. They sit as a repeat sentence, they're taking notes. So because everybody thought like that comedy video was not a comedy video, that was just like my final will and statement. This guy just released it into the world and just left the world itself. Because after that kind of thing, what else can happen to him? But that video actually worked and I started touring across the country. It was great fun, but a lot of advantages of being viral also, but then a lot of problems also come with being viral. And one advantage of being viral is that I get a lot of DMs from girls. But I'm sure guys also DM, but I don't read those. Yeah. But like, and typically, most viral comedians, they'll get DMs from girls. But there's a difference between other viral comedians and me. Because most of the other viral comedians, when the girl DMs them, they get a date request. I don't get date requests. I get direct wedding proposals. You check any other viral comedian's DMs, the messages will be like, hi, hello, hookup. My messages will be like, hi, hello, horoscope. And my desperation right now is to sell tickets. So whenever a girl messages me with a wedding request, I respond with a ticket link. Hey, before marrying me, would you like to listen to me for 1 hour first? Then make a decision. And she responds, no, I don't want to listen to you, that's why I want to marry you. The married guys got it. The single guys have no idea what they're in for. But I'll be very honest, most of these DMs are not directly from the potential brides. These are from the potential bride's friends, bride's cousins, bride's colleagues. They message me. Hey Saikiran, I love your style of humor, man. Very unique style of brand of deadpan humor, smart. And I know a girl who will be the perfect match for you. And I respond to that girl. Forget that other girl. You like my style, right? Why don't we both connect? Maybe we will hit it off. And she responds, no, not for me. You're good as a gift, but not for personal use. They're treating Saikiran like Deepavali Son Papdi. We'll give away Saikiran, but we'll keep the Kaju Katli with us. It's a tragedy, man. That's a very big tragedy. But it's all been nice, but some bad things also happened because the video, everybody liked the video, but some people got very angry with the video. And some people started spreading a lot of rumors about me because they only know from the video. And all kinds of rumors are there about me. But the weirdest rumor was one rumor I saw. Somebody started a Reddit thread. A Reddit thread saying, the Saikiran is a fake guy. He's a fake guy. He's telling all lies. He's actually not single. He's secretly married. He's secretly married, but he's hiding his wife. Okay. I am hiding my wife. Why is my wife hiding me? How horrible a human am I? And this fellow, so jobless, wrote a 2-page thesis on it. So, see, this guy became famous by being dark-skinned and all, right? But he eventually went and married a fair-skinned girl. So that will impact his reputation. That's why he's hiding the wife. So things are so bad. I am seen as a representative of all dark-skinned people in the country itself. So even if I go out on a girl who's wheatish, I'll be deadish. My fans only will come and kill me. But some women did get angry with the video. Some small percentage of women got angry with the video. They sent me very angry emails saying that, see Saikiran, okay, you're talking about the difficulties of a dark-skinned guy getting married, right? But do you know how difficult it is for a dark-skinned girl to get married? You tell us, you're now famous, right? Will you marry a dark-skinned girl? What kind of question is that? Of course I will. Because I'm just famous. If I become rich and famous... Yeah, I did not complete the sentence. I'm not responsible for your conclusions. No, man, I released a video almost 6 years back, probably wrote those content 9 years back. My life was very different. Life was very different. I was single. All my friends were getting married. No girl was giving me a second look. Forget it. No girl was giving me a first look also. And the sadness, anger, angst, I made that video. And that video changed my life so much. I got more female attention than I can handle for the next 7 lives. My perspective about life itself changed. Because before the video, I used to sit and wonder, why can't I get married? Why can't I get married? Now I sit and think, why should I get married? Why should I get married? And that's where this show begins, man. That's where this show begins. And I can see some people trying to clap and some people trying to hold back their claps. You can happily clap. That's okay. So please understand, these are all jokes. Okay? Some people get too involved into it. But it's very real jokes. Because when you clap, right, I'm noticing some people are trying to clap and suddenly stopping midway, other people are not clapping, he will feel bad if we clap. And when you stop midway, it feels like you're trying to kill a mosquito and escape from between. And there's also so much light on me, I cannot see your faces and all. I can barely see your shoulders. silhouettes. And when you move your shoulders, right, I'm anticipating a clap is going to come. But it doesn't come. I feel like I'm performing for the laborers who built Taj Mahal. Yeah. So this show is called Matrimania. How many of you saw the poster of the show? Give me a cheer. 18 people. The rest of them did not even bother. They were just searching what's the cheapest thing on Book My Show. And my face popped up. Cheap face only. Wouldn't cost much. Because this show, Matrimania, is all about wedding pressure. And this is a real word, it's not a comedy word. It's a real word coined by sociologists, especially people who do single studies. You all heard about racism? You all heard about colorism? Have you heard about singleism? Singleism is when society discriminates against single people. And there are people who study this phenomena, and they coined this word called matrimania, which is the pressure to get married, the constant pressure to get married we have in our society after you reach a certain age. And in India, after a certain age, there is intense pressure on you to get married. So much pressure, if you are made out of carbon, you'll turn into diamonds. And that's why our parents always, when they're introducing their children as bride or groom, right? My son is a diamond, my daughter is a diamond. You made that diamond. So before I continue into the show, I will ask a few questions just to know where you're coming from, so the show will be more relatable to you. Don't get nervous. I'm not going to talk to you, make fun of you, and make videos out of it. I'm not that kind of comedian because I have jokes. My purpose in doing comedy and struggling here for more than 10 years is not to embarrass my audience, it's to embarrass myself and my parents. I have a bigger ambition, you're just the ambience. So based on that, let me ask, how many couples in the house? Give me a cheer. Okay. See, when I say couples, I mean all couples. Official couples and Oyo couples. No discrimination in my darbar. All are welcome. So again, let's repeat. How many couples in the house? 30% increase immediately. Okay, and how many single people in the house? Give me a cheer. Oh man, what are you cheering for? Very good, very good. Nice to know, good to know. And all the single people, how many of you have pressure to get married? Give me a cheer. So, like sudden silence. The pressure is so intense, your voice is not coming out. We are diamonds, man. We don't sound. We sparkle. Man. I want to know because there are a lot of people, young people here who have pressure to get married. And because typically this show, I've been touring the show across the country. This is probably the 63rd or 64th show of this Matrimania across the country. And everywhere I told, please bring your parents to this show. Please bring your parents to the show if you are somebody at an age where you have pressure to get married. Because in this show, I tell everything you can't tell your parents. And I tell them to your parents because I can't tell them to my parents. So all the single people here who have pressure to get married, let's go slowly. Don't get nervous. Just shout out from wherever you are. I'll not point it out. It's just to know what are the things people are saying to encourage you to get married. Your parents, your family members, relatives, friends, anybody. You can please shout out. I have all the time in the world. Don't worry, I'll tell you all my stories. I'll make it your worth. But I just want to hear where you're coming from. It's just, we're all friends here. You can shout out. Perfect, sir. Huge round of applause to the gentleman. Thank you. It's always takes one person to bell the cat and for the flood to flow. And sir, yes, there should be someone to take care of you in the old age. Excellent. Yeah, in your old age or their old age? It's a confusing thing. Okay, very good, nice. So you heard that, right? So please, now, don't let him be alone like that. Let him, now you tell, somebody else tell. We'll start off. Age nikal rahi hai. So age going. No, my Hindi is okay. Because I'll tell you, my problem is like I'm a Pakka South Indian. I went to a school opposite my house. In my school, I was taught the Telugu language, I was taught the English language, and I was taught that Hindi is a language. So, age nikal. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm just kidding, but age nikal rahi hai. And anybody more? Okay, anybody more, please. They are getting old. A lot of old age-related issues are there. They are getting old, man. We don't have time for your nonsense. Take a decision quickly. Why are you delaying so much? Yes. Age, old age. They are old. Yes, more. Some other things. Yes. Grandchild. Oh, grandchild. Very good. See, guys, you're feeling nervous because you don't need to reveal your own stories. I'm sure you see family members, everybody else suffering, right? It could be things you are telling your friends. I'm not saying you're the only victim here. You're the perpetrator. Especially the couples. And already couples who are there, what were the things your parents were telling you to encourage you to get married? What caused you to become a couple and sit here in this comedy show? You can tell, yes, grandchild, some more, please.
You won't get a girl later.
What? Exhausting, like, there's only limited quantity available, is it? Manufacturing stopped some time back. Oh man, limited edition? Wow, okay, won't get girl later. Wow, okay, some more. Now excite everybody. Stupid me was begging you to tell nicely, politely, until sir started. Everybody was silent. After he started, everybody like behind him, he will also hit, we will also. Okay, yeah, sorry, yes, please, you're saying. Now, yes, somebody was that. Like, I won't look at you, you tell. Settle soon. Get married and settle soon. Yeah, I get that. Who was saying that? Parents?
Yeah.
Okay, parents. Very good. Yeah. This side, why are you silent? You're just like, you think this entire part is a show. Only we are the audience. The entire together are performing for us. You tell this side something. You have to fulfill their responsibilities, or it is their responsibility to get you married? Very good. Nice. Some more. Any guys also? All your friends are getting married. Now trauma is coming out. All their friends are all their friends or kids are getting married, so you also have to be in the same boat. Very good. One more and we'll continue the show. One more. Something nice. Give me. I could not have asked for a better closing remarks. 63 shows across the country, never got this. Your ex got married, so out of revenge, I will also get married. Oh God, very nice. Well, nice round of applause for yourself for being such a nice speaker. But yes, we'll go one after, because I've heard every one of this, man, in wedding pressure, because I've realized when I wanted to get married, I was not having an opportunity to get married. And once I realized my lifestyle changed and my perspective about life changed, and I decided I'm not going to get married, they're putting so much pressure on me to get married. And I've seen pressure in different ways, in different forms. First is what most people have started talking about is age. Everybody starts throwing age at you. And my dad has a very unique way of reminding me my age. And it's almost a British the way he says it. Saikiran, you're not getting any younger. Heard this phrase? You're not getting any younger. And I tell my dad, nobody's getting any younger. Except Benjamin Button. I'm not delaying marriage because I hope to get younger. I'm not getting married because I have other desires in life. Like I want to get richer, wiser, smarter. There are other priorities in my life too. My dad said, true, but those three things are not happening at the pace at which you're aging. You're aging at 150 kilometers per hour. Those three are happening at 100 meters per year. Have some perspective here. You're not getting any younger. But the reason parents throw age at you in various forms is what you mentioned, is essentially because they think if you marry at the right age, you can have children at a young age, and that's what they really desire. They want to have grandchildren. And they want to have them at the time when they have the energy that they can support you and play with their grandchildren. Because for all Indian parents, their primary goal is grandchildren. They all want grandchildren. They never really wanted a child. They only wanted a grandchild. Children are the necessary pit stop towards grandchildren. If they could have avoided you, they would have gladly avoided you. That's why, like, the thing is, for parents, children are the job. Grandchildren are the salary. So, when you don't give them grandchildren, they feel they worked hard all life, you're not giving salary. But what Indian parents don't realize is that medical technology has advanced a lot. Nowadays, you can have children at any age. And recently a news happened in the US and replicated in India also, which gave me a different perspective about life itself. Which is in the US, there's one guy who had a child 3 years after he died. I'll explain. What happened was he was suffering from some terminal illness. Doctors knew he was going to die. So they saved his seed and deployed it in a surrogate mom and gave his grieving parents a grandchild. When I heard about this, I said, this is the service I want to subscribe to. No, if parents want a grandchild, make your own grandchild. I will give you the ingredients. Don't involve me in this process. But I'll tell you, this news you can see everywhere online, but I'll tell you the actual story that happened behind the scenes, because I have some very credible sources, my imagination. What happened, right? That guy, when he was discovered with a terminal illness, the doctors called his parents and said, see, your son is suffering from a rare disease. With a lot of money, time and effort, we can try and save him. But for the same amount of money, we can give you a grandchild also. What would you prefer? It was not a difficult decision for the parent. He's unnecessarily delaying the process. Let's cut off the middleman. Because parents will be brutal when it comes to a grandchild, man. Brutal, because they desperately want a grandchild. And everybody throws this at me, you're not getting any younger. Everybody says this to me, except my grandmother. Lovely lady. She never tells me, Saikiran, you're not getting any younger. She says, Saikiran, I am getting older. Do you know how old I am, Saikiran? Do you know how many ailments I have? I'm holding on to dear life just to see you married. That's my only purpose. Your marriage, my death. Your arthi, my arthi. Your havan, I heaven. And I tell my grandmom, that is the reason why I'm delaying my marriage. Because I love you. I want you to live a long life. Because you get pension. I tell you, all the pensioners' grandchildren want them to live a long life. All these FD grandparents' grandchildren, they are like, we can back up. And I tell my grandmom, see, let's imagine what you want really happens. I get married, and sometime later you pass away. Imagine what the relatives will gossip about that girl. Everybody will blame that girl only, no? This girl entered the house and the lady died. Imagine her plight. She has to marry me and deal with this guilt also. And my grandmom said, no, Saikiran, I'll not even wait for a while. I'll die in the wedding hall itself. You do the Mangal Sutra on stage, below stage, I will pass away. Like literally, you tie, I die. And I told my grandmom, that is also going to create complications. Because I'm doing the Mangal Sutra on stage, and below stage, you kick the bucket. First, the caterer will feel bad because the sambar is spoiled. And again, these relatives will gang around and start wondering, oh man, this old lady suddenly had a heart attack and passed away. Maybe this fellow is doing intercaste marriage. No, right now the desperate situation in my house is, forget intercaste, inter-religion marriages. They're willing to accept intergalactic marriages also. My parents have become species agnostic. Earlier, my mom used to say, bring someone, bring someone. Now she says, bring something. I'll accept anything. But to be fair, my grandmother is really old and sick. She has a lot of ailments and somehow she's holding on to dear life. And all my relatives, they praise her doctors for keeping her alive. And I think the doctors are getting undue credit. My grandmother is alive not because of adopathy or homeopathy. It's Saikiranopathy. Or to be more precise, Saikiran, not yet pati. But everybody puts pressure in different ways. One kind of pressure comes from dads. All the guys here, have you ever gone on a walk with your dad? Ladies, listen to that uncomfortable laugh. Because there's nothing more uncomfortable for a guy than going on a walk with your dad. Because when you go on a walk with your dad, he will talk. And sometimes profound philosophy will come out of it. And the reason why Indian men do this is that, Indian dads do this is that, Indian dads, once they get married, they forget how to speak at home. They lose their voice at home. Only once they leave the 200-meter radius of the house, the vocal cords will open up. Saikiran! The purpose of an Indian man. What are you laughing for? You're questioning the Indian or the man? I have Aadhaar card to prove both. My dad was once telling me, Saikiran, the purpose of an Indian man is to do something that will make the family proud. If you can't do it, obviously you can't do it. At least get married, have children, and continue the family. So somebody in some future generation will make the family proud. Our parents think family is like a relay race. Keep passing on the baton, so someone somewhere will cross the finish line. And everybody will get the medal. No, that's how it works in our Indian family system, right? Somebody does well, all of us get to have some credit from it. You remember those sporting heroes who go abroad, win some big tournament. When they come back, there's a huge reception for them at the airport. And they put a big garland, and one uncle will also put his head inside like this. That guy is giving interview to BBC, and this uncle is giving interview to City Cable. I dropped into the stadium once. But why talk about others? It happened to me also once. I benefited because of something good my family member did. What happened was, I once got a wedding proposal because my second cousin cleared IIT. Because I can imagine the Telugu girl's parents thinking, we can't afford the IIT guy's dowry, but Saikiran's on discount sale with cashback. He may be not that smart, but he will be having some of the same genes, right? If not IIT, our grandchild will at least go to NIT. Future planning. But this is small level pressure, man. The real pressure to get married at homes is applied by moms. Moms are next level. Like, you won't even realize mom is applying pressure on you to get married until many years later you already have 2 children and suddenly it hits you. Oh my God, that was pressure. Even dad applying pressure on you is mom applying pressure via dad. They have so many techniques. I don't even have discovered all the techniques in spite of my intense research. But I discovered 1 or 2 things I'll try to share with you. We discussed about dads, guys going on a walk with their dad, right? Both men and women. Have you ever spoke to your mom after there has been a wedding in the extended family? The silence, just the gasp. Because that is the most uncomfortable discussion. Now, I know this, so I always try to avoid any wedding in the family. So whenever somebody gives a wedding card, I immediately announce a show on that day. I'm very smart that way. And I also have audience similarly who will come to my show because they want to avoid some other wedding. We're all on the same page. But recently I was traveling and I knew there was a wedding in the family in the weekend. Once I came back home, I was having breakfast and I remembered the wedding and I asked my mom, how was the wedding? My mom immediately came and sat down. Waiting for that only. Amazing wedding, Saikiran. Grand wedding. You totally missed it. That boy is 5 years younger to you. Totally unnecessary information. I absolutely did not ask for it. If you want to give me numbers, tell me how many dishes were there in the food. That is more interesting. Oh, that was amazing, Saikiran. 150 dishes. 150 dishes. Food from every continent was there. So you had great dinner. No, Saikiran, I did not eat anything. I did not eat anything. I came back home and ate curd rice. Like, why? They gave such a nice food. Why did you not eat dinner? I said, I wanted to eat. I was trying to eat. But all the relatives were coming and taunting me. Oh, having nice food. But when will you get your son married and invite us for dinner in your house? And I felt very bad, Saikiran. I felt they were treating me like a freeloader. Just gate-crashing weddings. First of all, this will only happen to my mom. If I'm eating dinner at a wedding and somebody comes and asks me, oh, Saikiran, when are you getting married? When will you invite us for dinner in your house? I just look at them and say, oh, I just got married recently. Oh, when was this? We did not know. Oh, sorry, we only invited close friends and relatives. We had a 1500 guest list. Your number was 1872. You were in the waiting list but did not make it to RAC. But don't worry, next time I get married, I'll put you in Tatkal. But my mom was not like that. She felt very embarrassed and she said, Saikiran, I'm not going to listen to your excuses anymore. I'm feeling very bad. I've attended so many weddings all my life. I am unable to invite them back to my own son's wedding. Nothing doing. You have to get married so that I can give dinner to everybody. Mom, that's a ridiculous reason why I should get married. How can I go to some girl and say, can you just marry me once? My mom has to feed a bunch of ungrateful people. But I'm not as bad a son as I portray myself to be. I understand my mom's predicament. I said, Mom, okay, I understand how you're feeling bad. Forget the wedding thing. You want to give dinner to everybody, right? Let's have a grand dinner. Let's host a great party, grand dinner. Invite everybody who has ever invited you for food. Everybody will invite. We'll have a grand dinner. That should make you happy, right? My mom instantly rejected that. No. That way we will have to pay for it, no? Because if you get married, the bride side will pay for the whole dinner. Your cashback is happening, she is expecting the bride side to pay for the dinner. But I said, Mom, see, this is all not going to work out, so forget this, have another solution. Next time you go for a wedding reception, put a little extra money in the gift envelope. That should make you feel better. Don't you think so? And like, may I know what is the current going rate? How much money are you guys putting in gift envelopes? How much? Please shout out. 2,000? 2,000. Depends on what. Okay. 2,000 is for what? One dinner, reception dinner or Sangeet, Mehendi, Haldi, like package dinner you're having? Okay, let's figure out in a different way. How many married couples here? Give me a cheer. Okay. Can you shout out anybody married recently in the last 1-2 years or something? Can you shout out? Or 3 years? Don't raise hands. I cannot see anything. You have no idea. You have to shout out, please. 2 years. 2 years. Okay, great. 2 years. Anybody more than 2 years? As I said, right, I won't point out. I will not embarrass you. This is just information for the show. Please, because suddenly now nobody will talk. After 5 minutes, everybody will rush together. I'm getting married right now, sir. I can answer your question. So yeah, more than 2 years. Anybody? 3. 3 more. Who's been married for a long time? 30. Wow, sir. Congratulations. Where you discovered right now, sir? You got married. Like I've been shouting for the last 5 minutes. Like it was signature done, no? Like okay, 30 years. Okay, 2 years, 3. Anybody in between? 10, 15 years also? Huh? 10. Just for my sake, no? It was 3 years only. He's feeling bad. Let's make it 10. Okay. 2 years. The latest marriage is 2 years. After 2 years, I don't know why you're coming to a comedy show, but like. But 2 years, ma'am, can you please tell me what is the total box office collections? Like, was it Bahubali or Brahmastra? Any idea how much money you collected? No idea. It's always on the bright side only. We know that. They only collect. But you have no idea how much average. 3 years ago, I wouldn't. 3 years, where are the 3 years people? Because 3 years, I would not ask, but because this was a COVID wedding. Because that was like the online wedding QR code. Restrict. Just after COVID. And how much money were they putting in the gift envelopes? You have no idea. Like, yeah, okay. 30 years, I won't even bother to ask, sir. Because you guys were getting married because somebody gifted you steel bowls with their names etched on it. You lost your independence for steel bowls. My mom's wedding, Satyavati auntie gifted an idli plate with her name embossed on it. Etched onto it, like every time we cook idli, Satyavati auntie's name is embossed on it. But typically, we all, whatever the state, whatever the culture, the standard protocol is the same. When we go to a wedding reception, first we all stand in that long reception queue. If we know somebody, we'll get a VIP break darshan. Otherwise, we'll stand in the queue and we go greet the couple, give the couple a gift envelope, take a photo of giving the gift envelope, and then show it in the catering counter. And then we start eating dinner. And now, hand on your heart, honestly tell me, how many times when you're eating the dinner, you feel like you overpaid for it? Feels like sometimes like 500 was too much for this. They gave only 2 starters. I sometimes feel like going back and asking 50 rupees back. Because I feel we should change the protocol. We should change the protocol. And you tell me if you're on with this. We'll still go to the wedding, but instead of going for the reception first, we'll go to dinner first. We'll go for the dinner, we'll eat the dinner, and after eating, while we are leaving, we'll greet the couple and give whatever we think is right for that. How many of you agree with me? Give me a cheer. Lovely audience, man. I love you already. Because last time I asked this at a show, somebody said that's how comedy shows should also be. Struggling comedians, man. Struggling comedians. But I love weddings. Wedding primarily for the food. I love the food, wedding food. I'm very clear. I primarily go to weddings for the food. So much so, if the wedding hall is more than 5 kilometers away from my home, along with the wedding card, I ask for the menu card. I'm so clear about my priority on a wedding. It's food. That's why I do not attend love marriages. I only attend arranged marriages. I'll tell you from personal experience, love marriage food is horrible. Because this love marriage couple, right, by the time they've convinced their parents to get them married, they don't have much leverage to ask for a grand wedding. Just get us married, that will be okay. But arranged marriage weddings, when parents have to break 3 FDs, 2 pensions, and at least 2 relationships to get them married, the food is ah. It deserves Saikiran's personal presence. But no, man, like, of all the people in the world, of course, your parents are the 2 people who love you the most. And my parents are extremely worried that I'm not getting married. And this is an important topic for them. But have you ever noticed, like, how many millennials in the house? Give me a cheer. How many millennials? How many Gen Z in the house? Gen Z. Okay, fairly divide. I don't know how the Gen Z is doing this, but like all the millennials and especially generally the audience, have you ever seen your mom and dad talking to each other in the home? It's a very rare phenomenon in most Indian homes. Because in most Indian homes, mom and dad lives like 2 strangers in the same house. Sometimes we have to introduce them. Hey mom, you know dad. Hey dad, you know mom. Half the time they're communicating via their kid only. Tell dad food is ready. Tell mom I'll be late. Because we are the parents' WhatsApp. That's why parents get confused when they see a young couple who says, we don't want to have children. They're like, then how will you talk to each other? So it's a very rare thing for mom and dad to talk to each other. But one day I noticed my mom and my dad talking to each other. I was surprised. So I eavesdropped. And they were talking about me only. My mom was feeling bad that I was not getting married, and my dad was consoling her. Like, they were really bonding over this topic. Me not getting married was strengthening their marriage. I tell you, if I delay my marriage for a few more years, my parents will go out on dates. And my mom was feeling bad that I'm not getting married, and my dad was telling her, that's okay, guys are like this only, but trust me, he will definitely get married. He will definitely get married once all his friends get married. All his friends get married, because that's what happens in typically guys' gangs. If we have friends in school or in college, right? There'll be 6-7 boys together, and suddenly one guy will get married first. And the first guy will always be from a business family. He is the guy who gets married first, and he will disappear. Nobody knows what happened to him. Kidnapped, murdered, no married. You will only hear from him after a few years when he is inviting you for his son's first birthday. That's the only time he'll resurface. And then there will be a season suddenly when it's like a pack of cards, everybody will get married in the same season. And there'll be one guy like me left alone. And it will be very awkward for him because all the other friends for every get-together will be coming with their wives and kids. And this guy will be alone and feeling very awkward. And I know many men who get married just because out of awkwardness. Because they're unable to hang out with the friends, let's just get married. And once my mom understood this trick, she started finding matches for all my friends. If you remain single, I'll make you lonely. It's like Cupid aiming at all my friends and hitting them with a garland. And then there were none. But come on, man, the parents, they still love us. And with parents, right, no matter what, we have that freedom with them. We can argue with them, talk to them, console them, cajole them, shout at them. But unfortunately, we all have this other group of people in our lives called relatives. How many of you hate your relatives? Give me a cheer. Everybody cheers for this. Without realizing we are also somebody else's relative. They are sitting in some other comedy show saying the same thing about you guys. Now, relatives are a different beast because unlike parents, we don't have that level of freedom with them. We have to be polite with them. And we can't argue back. We can talk behind their back. Now I'll give you an example of one such relative. I have a relative of mine, who is an uncle of mine, who once in a while visits my house. And I know whenever he visits, there's a big discussion about my wedding. And when I heard the last time he was going to visit, I went to my mom and clearly gave standing instructions. Mom, I'm quarantining myself in the bathroom. Under no circumstances will you call me outside. If you want samosa limka, tell me now only. In front of him, don't do drama. Send me out to get samosa limka. And when I bring it, Saikiran, such a nice boy, does everything we say except getting married. You only tell him. Don't do this. And so my mom is like, you stay. Clean the bathroom also while you're there. So I was inside, and then this uncle came, and my mom and my dad were talking to him, and they were discussing my wedding only. And 2 BHK apartment, you can hear everything. And after a while, the uncle asked, call Saikiran, we'll talk to him also. And my mom said, no, he's busy. And this uncle let it go, okay. But after a while, he got up to leave. And now you have to understand one thing about this uncle. He's not any casual uncle. He's a professional uncle. He's been an uncle for a long time. So he did something else. He said, okay, I have to leave now, but I can't walk till the auto stand. I have knee pain. Can Saikiran please come and drop me till the auto stand? Classic professional uncle. But now nobody can say no to this. Even my mom was waiting. That's why you're a professional. And immediately she shouted, Saikiran! Now I came from inside. Namaste, uncle. How are you? Yeah, nice, Saikiran. Can you please drop me till the auto stand? No, uncle, I'll just book an Uber. No, not necessary. Unnecessary waste of money. Have some work on the main road also. Just drop me till there. That should be good enough. Now, if it was my mom, I would have said, no, you go. I won't come. But with uncle, you have to be polite. So I took the scooter out. And I sat on the scooter. And behind me was the professional uncle. I tell you, perfect positioning for a professional uncle. Because his mouth, my ear. No escape here. And immediately he came to the dialogue, like he said, Saikiran, I was talking to your parents. They're really feeling bad about you. First of all, these parents, they don't tell you they're feeling bad about you. They tell the whole world they're feeling bad about you. And they're feeling really bad about you that you're not getting married. I know, Saikiran, you don't want to get married, but please listen to my suggestion, Saikiran. I strongly recommend you should get married. I strongly recommend you should get married even if you don't want to get married. I strongly recommend you should get married even if you don't want to get married, to show everybody you can get married. Marriage for display purposes. And I think that's the reason why many people get married. Many people get married just to can show off, yes, we also can get married. Like, marriage has become like that thing. You know, in every neighborhood, there'll be one guy who purchases a car. He doesn't need the car or probably can't afford the car. But he'll just buy the car and park it outside the gate to show everybody, I also have a car. It's rarely used. Its only purpose is pigeon target practice. And for the neighborhood street dog to mark its territory. My kingdom begins from this Maruti to this Suzuki. But we all know this. We know parents' pressure, we know relatives' pressure to get married. But once pressure that is happening, which most people don't realize is happening, but is the number one reason most people are nowadays getting married, and I discovered through the research of my show, is corporate office pressure. Yes. How many of you work in corporate offices? Give me a cheer. Like, if you work in corporate offices and you're a single woman or man, managers think they own you. Like, your weekends are a myth. Your personal time is a Western construct. They believe like any work is there, they can call you at any point of the day and just give you the work. And if you say, no, I have some other plans, you're single only, what plans you will have? Do the work. That's it. But like, if your married colleague to get leave, all it takes is that his daughter has to sneeze. That's all. He'll throw his work on top of you and run away. But for a bachelor or bachelorette to get leave, your grandmother has to die. But she won't die until you get married. And even there in the crematorium, the manager will call, is there a Wi-Fi connection there? Can we do a quick Teams call? But you may ask me, but Saikiran, we are smart people. There is a flaw in your logic. If it's the single people who are doing all the work, why will they want them to get married? Keep everybody single and get all the work done. HR managers are not as stupid as you think. There's a design behind the Rangoli. Because see, pressure is there for everybody. Single or married, in nowadays corporate offices, there's immense pressure to deliver. Pressure gets to everybody. But when the single guy, after a breaking point, right, like can't handle the pressure, he will look at the photos in his cubicle. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Nayantara. Okay, my cubicle, but you get the gist. And he said, I don't have to deal with this nonsense. I'll do something on my own. He will resign and leave the job. Married guy will also have pressure. He will also come to breaking point. He will also want to resign. Then he will look at the photos in his cubicle. Wife, kids, and all the EMIs he has to pay. Like, no, I'll stick to the job. I'll stick to the job. And that is what these companies want, man. Leverage over you. Leverage to control you. That is why they want you to get married. That's how society controls you. Everybody wants you to get married. Everyone. Forget society. Anti-society also wants you to get married. I'll tell you this fact that will blow your mind. Do you know this fact that terrorists do not kidnap bachelors? True, terrorists don't kidnap bachelors. Because see, forget the politics aside, okay? Terrorism is a business. You know, there's somebody who funds them and they kidnap somebody, they want ransoms and all. This is a business. It's not like a modern startup that runs on valuations. You know, they need to show profits. So when they kidnap a married guy, his wife and kids come on TV and they start crying. And immediately somebody will negotiate on their behalf and get them released. But when they kidnap an unmarried bachelor, his mom will come on TV and say, I'm dedicating my son to the nation. Anyway, not getting married or giving me grandkids. Let him be useful for the country only. But everybody, whenever I say I don't want to get married, most people have a negative reaction to that. Except one uncle of mine. One day I met him at some get-together and he said, I told him I don't want to get married. And he surprisingly said, very good, Saikiran. Stick to it. I'll appreciate you and support you. Stick to it. Remain single and do something great like Abdul Kalam. Remain single and do something great like Abdul Kalam. That is the benchmark if you remain a bachelor. Those are the examples that are given to us. Abdul Kalam, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Anna Hazare. That's just the letter A. And what is the inspiration for the married people? No, they can sit at home, watch on TV what all these great people are doing. I'm also worried if they really want to do all those great things, or they were also pressurized to do something great to remain single. No, I'm talking about me and my problems of being single, right? But the thing is, I have nothing against married people, okay? If you want to get married, you got married, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you found your person. I have nothing against married people. My only single complaint about married people is something happens in that marriage process. The moment they get married, they become rude. Yes, I have faced this. I'm sure many of you also have faced this, because I don't know what, because the moment they get married, they feel now they have been given authority to go to any random single person they know or don't know, with or especially without context, and go and ask them, why are you still single? Why are you still single? Like, we all have faced it. We don't do that. Bachelors never do that. We don't go to a married couple and ask, why are you still together? Why are you still together? We don't ask that. But how many of you single men and women here have you avoided going to family get-togethers because you know some nosy rosy auntie will come and ask you're married? You all have faced that, right? Typically, we all face that. It happens to me. I go to some family get-together. Some auntie will come and ask me, Saikiran, why are you still single? Now, we have to be polite because mom is also there. And I give some answers. Oh, auntie, I'm focusing on my career. I'm waiting for the right girl. Or I'm hoping for more dowry. That's a very polite thing where I come from. But like one day I was eating my gobi manchuria. One auntie came and asked me, Saikiran, why are you still single? And I was very irritated. I looked at that auntie into her eyes and said, Auntie, I'm single because I'm happy being single. The moment I said that, she went into a mini coma. Nobody has spoken to her like that in her life. She was in a daze. She could not respond to it for a few seconds. Her son was standing on one side. He asked, you're allowed to be single? Her husband was on the other side. He asked, you're allowed to be happy? Now, the moment she heard her husband's voice saying happy, she came out of the coma. Because that did not happen in the last 30 years. And immediately she became very angry. Okay, Saikiran, speak however rudely you want. Speak like this because you're young and healthy. You're young and healthy. But remember, Saikiran, one day you'll be old and sick. Then you'll regret and remember my words. And I tell you, if there's any one person in the whole world who wishes I lived till 100 years, it's this auntie. Every day she goes to a temple to pray for my longevity. God, take me away, but make sure Saikiran lives till 100 years. When he's old and infirm and asking, water, ayo, somebody give me water. Ayo, auntie. I should have listened to your advice. But there's one thing people throw at you, man. Somebody was mentioning that also. Who will take care of you when things go wrong? In your old age, we are there now, but it's all fun and games now. But later in life, who will be there to take care of you? I believe half the people in this country marry because something goes wrong, somebody should be there to take care of us. Nobody's planning if something goes right, who will be there to enjoy with us? That is solo ticket to Thailand. That is very clear. But if something goes wrong, somebody has to be there to take care of us. Because we all marry because we want company in calamity. Who will stand in the oxygen cylinder queue? Half the people are marrying for medical reasons only. And our medical system is also designed like that. Like you are alone, right? You can't go and admit yourself in a hospital if something goes wrong. You always need a family attendant. Then that guy does half the job. From pharmacy to radiology, for x-ray, everything that family attendant has to run around. Without a family attendant, the hospital doesn't run. Like I believe our marriage system is strong because our medical system is weak. Our divorce rate is low because our hospital bills are high. But I discovered while I was writing this show that some people are marrying not just for medical reasons, but for legal reasons also. I learned this when a small incident happened near my house. There was a small burglary. Somebody stole a phone. And immediately the neighbors caught him. And they were trying to call the police to hand him over to the police and file a case. But there's an uncle in the neighborhood who recognized him and said, no. Just give him a warning and let him go. I know this fellow, poor fellow lives nearby only. He's married with kids. Because he's married with kids, give him a warning and let him go. I tell you, if that guy was a bachelor, he would have been lynched right there. And even police would have said, nobody cares about bachelors, sir. You do whatever you want. No, that's what, nobody cares about bachelors. And we are always the first suspect. Tell me, how many single men and women in this room live by yourself, away from families? Probably room share or PGs or like living by yourself in an apartment. Give me a cheer. Quite a few. And haven't you noticed the people in your neighborhood look at you with a little bit of suspicion? There's always two set of extra eyes following you. Always wondering, what are these people up to? Exactly what happens in their life? What are they doing? It happens to me all the time, all the time. I'm always looked at, if something goes wrong in my area, I'm the first suspect. And I learned that something went wrong only once I noticed people looking at me. Oh, something happened today. And what was the recent thing that went wrong? In my building, somebody stole manhole covers. Somebody stole manhole covers, and I was the first suspect. People were giving me weird looks. Do I look like a manhole cover stealer? Do I look like a manhole cover stealer? That's not my job. My profession is chain snatching. Yeah, have you noticed how long arms I have? And extremely dexterous fingers. I'm genetically designed to be a chain snatcher. I can sit in Indira Nagar, pull a chain in Koramangala. But we cannot complain about anything. We cannot complain about anything. Because my building, the main problem I face is that I have a neighbor who gets drunk once in a while and he starts fighting with his wife and creates a big ruckus. When the noise gets too loud, I try to drown it out with playing music at a loud volume. And the moment I increase the volume of the music, my apartment secretary calls me. There have been 5 complaints about your loud music. Switch it off. Okay, sir, I'll switch it off. Can somebody call the neighbor also and ask him to stop fighting with his wife? And he responds, no, we don't interfere in husband and wife internal matters. Their fighting is an internal matter. My music is a global issue. United Nations General Body meeting is called to discuss my playlist. Come on, blame me for everything. Everything I'm blamed for. But the weirdest thing I got blamed for was some time back. My mom was a little sick. So I took her to the doctor. He did the usual tests and he said, nothing to worry, Saikiran. Age related, she has some blood pressure. We'll give some tablets. It should be all right. And he started writing the prescription. And he was making some small talk with me. So, Saikiran, what do you do? And I said, I'm a comedian. Oh, who will pay the bill? It's okay, sir. Like, there are people who put 2,000 rupees in the gift and other, we are sorted. But when old people ask, what do you do? They don't really care about what you actually do. They're trying to figure out how much money you make. So when you say you're a software engineer or bank employee or a school teacher, they have some understanding of how much money you must be making. But when you do an offbeat profession like comedy or something else, right, they cannot figure out how much money I make. Like, I'm sure many of you are also wondering, how much money does Saikiran actually make? Like, does he get paid by the number of tickets he sells? Or maybe by the number of laughs he gets? Or maybe by the number of claps he gets? That's why once in a while I ask everybody, clap, 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 clap! Surinder count all everything, that's also in my account. So you're all confused. So he could not estimate how much money I make. So he asked me a follow-up question. So are you married? Because his thinking was, if I can't do the background verification, some girl must have done the background verification. Because if you're married, a lot of verifications have happened. So, then I said, no sir, I'm single. The moment I said that, he gave such a loud shout, I thought he got BP. Why did you not tell me this before? Unnecessarily, I'm wasting the time doing the test. Now I know why your mom has blood pressure. Because you're not married. And he tore off the prescription and wrote a new prescription. Ailment, blood pressure. Treatment, Bharat matrimony. And now everybody in the family knows that if something goes bad with anybody, the root cause is me. My mom has blood pressure because I'm not getting married. My dad has knee pain because I'm not getting married. My neighbor got COVID because I'm not getting married. Now blame me, everybody blames me for all their diseases. But if I get sick, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And this is a big problem for single men and women in this country. Because my problem is that I travel a lot. I eat out a lot. So once in a while, I get stomach ache. So I go to my doctor, my family doctor. And my family doctor doesn't even check anything. He outright dismisses me. Nothing wrong with you, Saikiran. All imaginary diseases you have. Imaginary diseases you have. Psychosomatic disorders. First of all, doctor, don't insult my imagination. I was imagining stomachache in UKG. Now I'll be imagining something grand like lymphosarcoma of the intestine. And see, he doesn't even check anything. His standard response to me is that, nothing wrong with you, Saikiran. Get married, everything will be all right. Have you heard doctors say this? Ladies, support me here. You all heard your gynecologist say this? Get married, everything will be all right. Here I have to explain after the Delhi show, my doctor is not a gynecologist. I know doctors are saying this, get married, everything will be all right. And I tell my doctor, come on doctor, don't dismiss me like that. Do some tests and then tell me. And my doctor is no MRI until you MARRY. I think for my doctor to take my ailment seriously, the stomachache and all will not suffice. I literally have to be bleeding. One arm should be cut off. And then he'll be stitching me in the operation theatre. There he'll be telling the nurse, these bachelors are so reckless. And I have to wake up from the anesthesia and defend myself. Hello, excuse me doctor, what is my mistake here? I was on the side of the road minding my own business, eating pani puri. A couple on a scooter with 2 kids fighting between themselves, looking in the wrong direction, came and rammed into me. What is my mistake here? And his response is, see, if you are married, you will not be eating that outside pani puri in the first place. Absolutely. But this guy is my family doctor. And he told me once, and because I went there, I was really sick, I said, please doctor, help me. He said, Saikiran, I'm being very honest. You're not heeding to what I'm saying. Your main problem is you eat out a lot. When I say get married, everything will be all right. What I mean to say is get married to a nice girl who can cook. That will solve your problems. You'll eat home food. I told him, doctor, it's easy for you to say, for me to get married to a girl who can cook. If I put that on my matrimonial profile, I will be cooked. Next day there will be a trending Twitter hashtag, patriarchal comedian. Thinks women should be in the kitchen. My career will be only. But because he's a family doctor, he knew my parents. He revealed this information to my parents also. Find a nice girl who can cook for Saikiran. Now, till now, my parents were always asking, if you are not going to get married, we will find a girl and get you married. Tell what kind of girl you want. I never used to respond to that. But now they have a doctor-given variable. A girl who can cook. So immediately they put it in all the family WhatsApp groups. Searching for a bride for Saikiran, should know how to cook. My professional uncle took it personally. He made a poster also. Comedian looking for caterer. And he pasted it outside all catering colleges also. And I was sent on a matrimonial date. How many of you know what's a matrimonial date? A few people with the trauma. For the rest of you, I'll tell you, a matrimonial date is one of those arranged marriage dates. It's like a regular date without the fun. How do I explain it to you? It's like a regular date is like a startup interview. A matrimonial date is like a government job interview. The regular date is like a startup interview. It's very casual, first name basis. But just like a startup interview, you don't know whether the job will happen. Even if the job happens, you don't know whether the company will survive or not. This is a little more formal and more procedural, but once you get through it, it's a fairly strong government job. So now I was sent on a matrimonial date. I went to a cave where we were going to meet, and I went there 3 hours early. Yeah, because desperation. Of my mom. And I was excited, nervous, because I knew that this girl is going to come and meet me. That means they've already seen my profile, they've seen my photos, and various family members gave their opinion on it. After multiple stages of security checks, then only this girl also saw the photo and profile and agreed to come and see me. I don't know why, what's her problem in life. But I was very excited. This girl, in principle, at some theoretical level, is already attracted to me. And she's going to come and meet me, and I have seen her photo and profile. She's really good looking, and she's very well educated. She was a PhD, a professor in a university. And when she walked in, wow, she was so beautiful, man. Tall, striking. She had that confidence and poise. She just came and said, hello, how do you do? And I was like, Abba Dabba Jabba. I could not speak one coherent word out. Because, first of all, I'm a simple guy, okay? I get nervous when I see a beautiful girl. When I say a beautiful girl, I mean a girl. Well, I think all girls are beautiful. And this girl was so confident and like, in theory, she was attracted to me, right? That made me even more nervous. And I could not speak anything. Like, I was just fumbling my words. And within a minute or two, she realized, one more idiot. My mom set me up with another idiot. And in her eyes, I could see her interest leaving and booking an Uber. She was just sitting in front of me because she was serving the notice period. Because when she goes back home, her mom will ask, did you at least speak to him for 5 minutes before rejecting that idiot? And so he was talking to me, and I saw within a few minutes that I have no longer any game with her. She is no longer attracted to me. She just became another person sitting in front of me. And I'm a professional comedian. I'm a very good conversationalist. So I started talking to her normally. I started telling her my story, asked her right questions. And slowly she started getting interested, and slowly she started laughing and realized, oh, this guy is not that bad. And in her eyes, I could see the interest cancelling the Uber and coming back. And the moment I saw her interest coming back again, I was like, Abba Dabba Jabba. So this back and forth happened for a while until equilibrium was established and we got comfortable. Not that way, like comfortable. And I was very clear to her, madam, it's always madam in matrimonial dates. Madam, I want to get married because I need a wife who can cook. Before you put this on Reddit, I have doctor's prescription for this. All the men in my house suffer from some genetic condition which requires a wife who can cook. But please tell me, madam, what is my purpose in your life? Men, have you asked this to your women? Have you ever asked this to your women? What is your purpose in their lives? Say, I'm such a nice guy. I asked that to the women. And I don't know why you have a date and I don't have. I was very clear, ma'am, what is my purpose in your life? What am I bringing to your table? Except water, nothing else actually. And she said, that's okay, Saikiran. I actually enjoy cooking. I love cooking. I will be more than happy to cook for both of us. But I want to get married because I need some guy who can bring the groceries quickly. Because, see, this girl is a professor in university. In the morning, it's very busy. She has to fix her food and rush to the college bus. And no matter how many things have changed, right, some things remain the same. Because if she has to buy bread or eggs in the neighborhood kirana shop, she can't just go outside in a minute and get something. Because as a girl, she has to leave the house, she has to check herself in the mirror for a second, wear a dupatta, wear some leggings, and then only step out of the house. Otherwise, all the aunties in the balcony will be in the balcony and judging her. But for me, when my mom wakes me up in the morning and asks me to get a Maggie packet, I literally get up from bed, wrap the bed sheet around my waist, put the toothbrush in my mouth, don't even wear a shirt, and just walk outside like that. Even the street dog doesn't give me a second look. Typical example of the Indian male species. Nothing new to see here. And by the time the Maggie water has boiled, the Maggie packet is home. And that is what this professor was looking for, the efficiency of male privilege. And so that's the moment I realized, guys, our real competition is not the neighborhood NRI, it is Big Basket. And they ruined the game for us. All these 10-minute grocery delivery people, they have completely ruined the game for us. So much so, do you know where they advertise primarily? On matrimonial websites. When you enter any matrimonial website as a girl, after 4 or 5 guys' profile, they'll advertisement for a 10-minute grocery delivery app. And my tragedy is that I once did an advertisement for Big Basket. And if you go to shadi.com, below my own profile of Shadi, my own advertisement for Big Basket comes. I'm quicker than this guy. Now finally we had a great conversation and finally we said goodbye. I'll get back to you, I'll get back to you. In matrimonial dates, information is not revealed right there. You have to go back and confer with higher authorities. And information is sent back through proper channels. And 2 days later, we were given information that the girl has rejected me. Show some surprise. They're looking at me. Of course, we knew this when the show started only. Horrible people you are. The girl rejected me. And this is all information for all the guys here. It will save your lives in the future. When a girl, especially in a matrimonial date, rejects you, she will never, ever, ever, never tell you the real reason she rejected you. Because if she tells you the reason she did not find you good enough, then you'll improve yourself, become better, and find a nice girl, right? She doesn't want that to ever happen in life. She wants you to constantly wonder, why was I rejected? Why was I rejected? And die alone. Because I'll tell you a secret about women. When they reject you, they don't reject you on behalf of themselves. They reject you on behalf of all womankind itself. So, and she has to come up with some reason to give of why she rejected me. And also, to be fair to the girls also, they have a peculiar problem because they go on these multiple matrimonial dates. When they go back home, the mom will ask, why are you rejecting? Give me a valid reason. You can't give vibes don't match. So for every guy, she has to come up with a new reason, which is not easy, okay? So she gave a reason, and the reason, and I'm quoting her, the reason she said, I don't want to marry Saikiran because he moves his hands when he speaks. Moves his hands when he speaks. You will not realize this in the last 1 hour. Until I mentioned that to you. When my uncle heard this, he moved his leg. And he has been paralyzed for the last 7 years. But my dad was the most surprised person. He was confused. So what if he moves his hands when he speaks? After he gets married, he will not speak. And I told him, come on dad, let's go for a walk. We will show you how much the men in our house move their hands when they speak. But forget the men in the house, man. The women in the house were livid. I have never seen them so angry. They were abusing that girl left, right and center. Like my mom, my grandma, my aunt, my maid. How dare she reject our boy? Our own flesh and blood. That day I learned 2 things. The women in my house know a lot of abuses. Second thing, they loved me so much. I did not know they liked me so much until that girl rejected me. And suddenly I had to stop them. Come on, that's okay, no big deal. If somebody doesn't like me, it's not a big deal. Not everybody can like everybody. But my aunt took it very personally. She took it very personally because she was instrumental in arranging this arranged marriage. And because it was her personal credibility on the line, she said, what nonsense, Saikiran? What nonsense is this? I tell you, these modern girls, they're not adjustable. Heard this, modern girls? The rumor in the market that apparently you're not adjustable. Why are you not like an IKEA table? Not adjustable. And I told my aunt, come on aunt, that's no big deal. Not everybody can adjust with everybody. And adjustability is a peculiar thing. It's directly proportional to duration. I'll explain to you. We all told you this is a 2-hour-long show and these are the chairs you have to sit on. You will adjust. Certainly if I tell you this is a 10-hour-long show, will you adjust in these chairs? Absolutely not. You will want a recliner, some massager or something. Marriage is also like that. When marriages were invented many millennia ago, average lifespan was 30-35 years. Everybody could adjust with everybody. Not much thinking was required. Some war, some childbirth will happen. He will be gone, she will be gone, that's okay, we can adjust. But nowadays, lifespans have increased a lot. And all of us survived COVID also. We are living a very long life. And it's very difficult to adjust with a person such a long term. It's one thing to adjust with a person on a flight journey from Bengaluru to Hyderabad, and a completely different equation to adjust with the same person on a cab ride from Bengaluru airport to Indira Nagar. The duration is completely different. And I told this to my aunt, she just dismissed me. What nonsense you speak, Saikiran. I tell you, your entire generation, you're too choosy. Heard this again, girls? You're being choosy. And I told her, aunt, yes, they're all choosy because they have a choice. It's not like your time when they're buying in a ration shop. It's like a mall, you have multiple products on offer, combo offers, 100% money back guarantee. And it's become choice. Now the thing is, what has happened with the marriage thing is that we have abundance of choice. We have an abundance of choice, but usually it's an illusion of choice. All of us are on those apps. It could be dating apps or matrimonial apps, and you put your profile, and whatever filters you choose, you'll get thousands of options. And it's very difficult to make a choice when there are thousands of options. It's a choice paralysis, it's called, decision paralysis. You don't know whom to choose. It's like watching Netflix or Amazon Prime. You want to see something and you spend so much time which web series to watch. Eventually, after a lot of time, you just get bored and watch what everybody else is watching. Same thing with this also. Eventually, you want variety of people, somebody who's smart, intelligent, intellectual, eventually what everybody is doing in software engineer only. That's what happens, because that's what it boils down to. When so much choice is there, it's very difficult to make a choice. We'll try a simple example right here. It's a question for all the ladies. Guys, listen to it. Hold on to your life and listen to this. This is advice you will never get anywhere in the world. Okay, ladies, you are on the matrimonial market, let's say, and you are putting all those filters, and you get 3 profiles, example profiles. One profile, Infosys 20 LPA. One guy, Infosys 20 LPA. Another guy, Accenture 30 LPA. Another guy, Microsoft 40 LPA. Can you make a choice? Okay. The silence speaks episodes. Okay, we'll give a little more information for it to make it easier for you to make a choice. Infosys 20 LPA has his own house. Accenture 30 LPA is balding. Microsoft 40 LPA, his mom lives with him. Now, ladies, what's your choice? Infosys was never chosen so quickly in life. Guys, did you hear that? Before you work hard for the big job, more importantly, hold on to your hair and let go of your mom. It's extremely difficult. And our generation is completely messed up, man, because the previous generation had it much more easier. Because their parents would choose somebody and say, marry this person. And that's it. After that, if something goes wrong, you can go and cry to your parents, hey, you ruined my life. But now parents are so smart. They will say, you only find somebody. You only find somebody. And once you marry somebody and say, come go back to them, they said, hey, you made the choice. We are not involved in this. It's terrible, man. But it's not very difficult, and my parents are desperately trying to find a bride for me. Are having a good time? Yes. What's the time? You forgot the time. If you remember the time, then you're not having a good time. 7 o'clock? Yeah, 5 more minutes or 7 more minutes? Yeah, we'll squeeze 499 out of you. Yeah, man, no, my parents are desperately trying to find a bride for me. But they are not succeeding. They're not succeeding because both my parents are searching for a bride for me, but they're searching separately. They're not collaborating on this. No synergy in their process. Because my mom is searching with a torchlight, my dad is searching under a tube light. And they both are searching for a bride for me separately because both my parents have 2 different set of criteria about how my future wife should be. And none of the criteria match. None of the criteria match. You will have to fulfill both my parents' criteria. I will have to marry 2 different girls. But you may ask me, but Saikiran, what about your criteria? Well, marrying 2 girls will fulfill all my criteria. As I said, right, I have very long arms. I'm very generous that way. Very generous that way, man. But guys, before I close the show, I'll tell you one very important piece of advice. That's my main purpose of doing this Matrimania show. No matter who you are and where you come from and whatever your goals in life is. You want to get married, happy for you. If you want to remain single, happy for you. You want to delay your marriage for a while until you fulfill your personal or career goals and then marry later, then also happy for you. But if you're somebody like me who doesn't want to marry or doesn't want to marry right now, I have only one piece of advice for you. And take this advice for somebody who's been dealing with this for a long time. Look out for somebody who will come and utter a special phrase to you. This person will claim to be your family member, well-wisher, and your supporter. The moment they utter this phrase, punch them in the face. Because that person is your mortal enemy. And the phrase they will say is, no harm in looking. No harm in looking. That's okay if you don't want to get married right now. We are not putting any pressure on you. Let's create a profile. Let's send it out into the world. Only if somebody you like comes across, then only you can get married. Until then, we won't put pressure on you. No harm in looking. And stupid you, innocent you, gullible you, poor you, fall for this trick and nobody can save you. The rocket ship has sailed because the matrimonial industrial complex will take over. And how many of you here have matrimonial profiles? Give me a cheer. Every one of you single men and women sitting here have matrimonial profiles. I can recognize some of the girls from those profiles. Ninja power user. You have no idea about these profiles because these profiles are not made by the brides and grooms. They're made by the brides and grooms' parents. And they're faker than Tinder profiles. Because these parents don't write about the kid they have, they write about the kid they hope to have. Come on, parents, write your assessment, not your aspirations. Now, parents think very highly about their children, very highly about their children. Kids are diamonds. So we put their profile, they'll be selling like hotcakes. But they have no idea how brutal the market is out there. It's an extremely complicated market. And if you've ever been through this matrimonial profile process, right, it's the most energy-sapping, soul-sucking, financially draining process in the planet. I've seen entire individuals and families go into depression dealing with that entire matrimonial process. Because the entire purpose of these matrimonial websites is to make you say, not good, not good, not good, to not bad, not bad, not bad. Reduce your standards until you agree to somebody. That's why every auntie comes and asks you, when will you settle down? When will you settle down? Because nobody in the world has ever settled up in life. But once the matrimonial profiles are out and nothing is happening soon, parents start getting angry and they bring in anxious. Parents start getting angry and anxious and they start bringing the heavy artillery, which is the horoscopes. I'm sure many of you have horoscopes. And somebody will come and tell them, no, your son or daughter is not getting married because there's a problem with the position of planets. So for my wedding, they're shifting the position of planets. Do you understand the gravity of this issue? For my wedding, they're shifting the position of planets. Now, you're my audience, I'm sure you watch Discovery or National Geographic, and once in a while there'll be news that we discovered a distant planet which is green and blue. We assume it may harbor some life. So we are sending some space probe to check it out. And many years later, it will land there, it'll be brown and barren. There'll be no life there, but there'll be a big board which says, we used to exist, but we went extinct. Because our planet's position was shifted for Saikiran's marriage. We don't mind the sacrifice, but can you please tell us, is Saikiran married? It went from a Google question to a galactic question right there. But then somebody else will say, no, this planet position shifting is a very old technology. Right now, to get your children married, you have to do Feng Shui and Vastu. Shift the object's position in your house. The gas cylinder should be in the cupboard. The computer should be on the commode. And my favorite, all the relatives I ask about your children's wedding should enter the house from the bathroom ventilator. But like, these relatives will always be there, but the final word I have to give to my mom, man. By my mom, who loves me the most, she's sick and tired about my excuses about not getting married. She's done suggesting I should get married. She's done scolding I should get married. Now she's scaring me into getting married. Recently, my mom showed me a newspaper article. A 50-year-old guy, lifelong bachelor, died alone in his apartment. And nobody discovered his body for 2 weeks. My mom shows me that article. And told me, if you remain single, this is what will happen to you. And I told her, forget that guy. Let's judge his neighbors first. How badly affected by COVID are they that they did not discover a dead body next door? These are the same neighbors who used to complain whenever that guy cooked egg and fish. Now they're just glad he's at least not cooking egg and fish. And in that entire episode, I did not feel sorry for the dead guy or the neighbors of him. I felt bad for my mom because there was a time my mom had very high expectations about my future wife. Her future daughter-in-law. She'll be smart, well-educated, well-traveled, has a dynamic career and still adjust with the joint family. Or as Seema auntie of Indian matchmaking says, a girl who's traditional but flexible. Traditional but flexible. Essentially, the kind of girl they're all looking for is somebody who can do salsa in a sari. But right now, my mom has reduced her expectations so much. The only thing my mom expects from my future wife is that if something happens to me, she can call an ambulance. That's the only thing my mom is having expectation from my future wife. Because if I bring home a girl, the only question my mom will ask her is, can you dial 108 on a landline? Yes, then you can marry my son. But guys, don't take these threats lying down. Immediately retaliate. So I also retaliated. And I showed my mom a newspaper article where the daughter-in-law put the mother-in-law in an old age home. And I told my mom, see, this is what these modern, non-adjustable, choosy girls are doing. Tomorrow, do not blame me. The moment my mom saw that article, she said, you can remain single. I'm dedicating my son to the nation. Thank you so much. My name is Saikiran. I love you.